Good morning, Kenmore. Please take a moment to listen to these important student expectations and reminders. First up, dress code. All students must follow the dress code at all times. Half shirts are not allowed. Shorts and skirts must be longer than your longest fingertip. Biker shorts may only be worn with a shirt long enough to fully cover them. Next up, PM dismissal. Students must remain in their classrooms until their bus is called. Late buses and after school activities will be called at 4:25 p.m. Any student who comes down before being called will be removed from their sport or activity. Moving on to breakfast and morning procedures. Students on the basketball court must come inside when called at 9:18 a.m. If you remain outside, you will not be able to receive breakfast. Now, here's a reminder about end of year contracts. All students must return their end of year behavior contract to their grade level counselor or peer mediator as soon as possible. Students who do not return a signed contract will not be allowed to participate in end of year activities. Finally, hall pass expectations. Students must have a pass at all times when out of class. There are no passes during the first and last 10 minutes of class. No passes will be issued after 4 p.m., and all students must be in sixth period by that time. Bathroom use is not permitted during class transitions. Let's continue to follow expectations and represent Kenmore with excellence. Have a great day. And now for your Kenmore Sports Update. Our flag football team fought hard in the semifinals, but came up just short against Thomas Johnson with a final score of 14-10. Congratulations to the Cobras on an exciting season and strong playoff run. Next, in boys soccer, Kenmore's playoff journey ended in a tough double overtime battle against Thomas Johnson. The Cobras scored first, but Thomas Johnson tied the game 1-1 before halftime. After a scoreless second half and first overtime, Thomas Johnson scored on a late free kick with less than a minute left in the second overtime period. Our boys soccer team finishes the season with an outstanding 8-1 record, 8 shutouts, 30 goals, and conceded 2. Congratulations to all our Cobra athletes on an amazing season.
Good morning, Kenmore Cobras. Welcome to KMS News V-Day Edition. Let's start with some important announcements for the month of May. Starting May 18th, students will begin the iReady Spring Assessment, so make sure you are prepared and ready to do your best. Let's go over to Victoria with more school news.
Thanks, Zaria. Here are a few more important events to keep in mind. May 18th is our SPED evening workshop, and also May 20th is the new date for the STEM night from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Finally, students, our end of the year grade level activities are approaching. These are special events, and you must be on your best behavior to attend. Make good choices now so you don't miss out. Now let's head over to Daniela for sports and additional events.
Thanks, Victoria. Here are more dates to be mindful of. Back to you, Zaria.
Now it's time for our grand pledge. I pledge to try and be Kenmore Grand. I'll strive to make this my daily prayer. Should there be a day where my goal is not met, I expect to be part of a community that will allow me to reset. Grand through the morning, grand through noon, grand in September, and grand through June. The responsibility to be grand belongs to me, and with help from others, I will succeed. Always remember to be generous, responsible, accountable, neat and organized, and determined.
Stay tuned next time for more news from the 818. This has been KMS News BD Edition. Have a grand day on purpose.